Hello, and welcome to Reality TV News Update, where you'll find the most recent news, entertaining moments, and insider accounts you won't want to miss. This was not the usual Saturday in the Big Brother 27 house because the veto competition had already ended the day before, and the remaining final five were waiting impatiently for a unique eviction that never happened. But it will, and we already know who is going out the door next. The HGs were prepared to send Keanu to jury now that they had the veto results in, but not immediately. But first, we needed some loose lips and a few bottles of wine to create some drama before the decisions made by the jury. Sign up now to try the live feeds on Paramount+. Don't forget to sign up for the Big Brother live feeds right now so you don't miss anything else this season. Enjoy. Back up and read the Friday night highlights report before moving on to the Saturday events. Big Brother 27 live feed highlights. Saturday, September 20th, 2025, 9:25 a.m. BBT. The HGs received a wake-up call. 10 a.m. BBT. HG slowly getting up for the day. 11 a.m. BBT. Keanu is in the lounge reading the Bible. 11:10 a.m. BBT. Vince and Morgan trying to decide the rest of the days and events ahead. 11:15 a.m. BBT. Vince is going over his comp wins this season. 11:35 a.m. BBT. Ashley joined Vince and Morgan upstairs for breakfast in the HOH room. 12:10 p.m. BBT. Vince tells Ashley and Morgan that Keanu was making pitches to him, but that all of them were about getting Morgan out of the house. 12:15 p.m. BBT. Morgan admits she was happy to see Kelly go. Both Ashley and Vince concur. 12:25 p.m. BBT. The HGs received a no napping warning, and the crew on the upper floor is enraged that Keanu is napping downstairs. 1:35 p.m. BBT. Vince is lamenting his gameplay style and says it was bad. Morgan is encouraging Vince that he did a good job. 2:10 p.m. BBT. Vince is annoyed that Ashley is taking credit for Showergate. 3:15 p.m. BBT. Morgan is in the kitchen cleaning out the fridge. Vince has finally left the HOH room and come downstairs. 4:30 p.m. BBT. Ava and Ashley discuss looking forward to watching episodes to see the DR sessions. 5:20 p.m. BBT. Vince Cam talks that Keanu and Morgan have agreed that he needs to win his way to the end. Vince desires the final HOH and the subsequent veto. 6 p.m. BBT. HGs receive bottles of wine and are gathered around the kitchen table drinking and rehashing the game. 6:10 p.m. BBT. Ava mentions that she is concerned that Rachel will blame her for her elimination. Ashley thinks Kelly will tell Rachel what Ava has been saying about her. Ava says that she didn't mean anything bad to anyone, which is true. 6:30 p.m. BBT. HGs continue to hang out in the kitchen, enjoying the wine and talking all about the season. 6:50 p.m. BBT. HGs agree their best alliance of the season was when the entire house was poised to evict Mickey but kept it a secret from her. 7 p.m. BBT. Ava admits she didn't really understand the hamster wheel competition situation White Locust twist. 7:15 p.m. BBT. Keanu says he knows Vince through the balance beam competition much earlier in the season, when Riley won HOH and Mickey took it, but he forgives him. 7:17 p.m. BBT. Ava announces she had a F2 with Rachel, but it was fake. 7:20 p.m. BBT. Morgan retelling Ashley how Keanu called out Vince for throwing a copy and then lying to her about it. Morgan says it was getting awkward and Keanu really seemed upset with Vince. Ashley says there must be a twist coming to save Keanu. 7:50 p.m. BBT. Keanu is taking credit for Rachel going after Mickey, but Ashley counters that Rachel had been on to Mickey much earlier than he's claiming. 7:55 p.m. BBT. Keanu calls out Vince saying the best Vince can do is get second place unless he gets Morgan out with that final veto. 8:15 p.m. BBT. Ashley and Keanu are making amends following their earlier arguing. Keanu recognizes details from Ashley that he had told Morgan and Vince only. 8:20 p.m. BBT. Ashley made a joke that Kelly probably put bugs in her food when she made it to get her vote. 8:50 p.m. BBT. Keanu tells Ashley he will not vote for Vince because of Vince's lack of honesty and how he played someone else's game. Ashley says she's sorry she got worked up. but she doesn't like how fake Ava is with them. Ashley shares that Ava wanted Keanu out just days ago, but now is claiming her favorite thing is hanging out with Keanu. Ashley believes that she could defeat Vince just like Josh did Paul. 9 p.m. BBT. Ashley went upstairs to check on a sleepy Morgan. 9:10 p.m. BBT. Morgan and Ashley agreed that Keanu never had a consistent ally because of how he talked about everyone. 9:20 p.m. BBT. Ashley and Morgan discuss how Keanu thinks a power could bring him back, but they don't believe production would have a revival at F5/F4. 9:30 p.m. BBT. Morgan says self-awareness is a good thing and wishes Keanu had it. Both agree they liked Lauren and it's okay to be boring. 11:15 p.m. BBT. Morgan is back up and wandering around the very quiet house. 11:20 p.m. BBT. Morgan and Ava talk about Keanu's regrets and how they are all about what other people did, rather than him admitting what he did wrong. 11:25 p.m. BBT. Ava and Morgan discuss what's going on with this next unique eviction that they're still expecting but hasn't yet happened. 11:30 p.m. BBT. Vince was finally out of DR after over 2 hours, only to get immediately called back to the DR. 12 a.m. BBT. Morgan's birthday has arrived. 12:20 a.m. BBT. Morgan says she hopes for her birthday that she'll get to see Keanu evicted. 12:55 a.m. BBT. Vince assures Morgan that despite Keanu saying Vince would need to evict Morgan to win, that he would not do that. Morgan says Keanu might be right though. They reaffirm their F2 together. 1:30 a.m. BBT. Ava is still awake and studying days/events in her bedroom. 1:40 a.m. BBT. Ashley and Morgan discuss if Vince is popular because of extra screen time from all his comp wins. Ashley thinks Morgan will be similarly popular as Casey was because of all her wins. 1:55 a.m. BBT. Vince worries he won't be popular because his game has been dirty. 2 a.m. BBT. Ashley is back downstairs with Ava in their bedroom. Neither seems quite ready for sleep. 2:30 a.m. BBT. Morgan and Vince have been talking at length about option 1, and if she'd tell him if there was no chance of it. Seems to be code for discussions on if they'll date after this season. 3 a.m. BBT. Morgan is still sleeping with her head at the other end of the bed, but Vince is stretched across and rubbing her leg while they keep talking with the lights out. 3:15 a.m. BBT. Vince tells Morgan that even if he wanted to, he physically could not evict her, so still no sign of the overnight special eviction that the HGs were anticipating and likely staying awake to encounter. Instead, Keanu has made it to the next day of BB27. But his Big Brother journey is assuredly about to end whenever production gets around to calling for the veto meeting and then pre-taping the eviction vote that will air on Wednesday night. In the meantime, enjoy a little extra Keanu time while he's here. Sign up now and get Paramount Plus to watch BB27 live and uncensored.